I'm a girl in my mid-20s and I'm completely in love with a white man. Now, for most people, this really wouldn't matter that much, but I come from an Asian culture, I won't say which one, that dictates that young men and women marry within their own race and preferably within their own caste. Now, there are good reasons to uphold this tradition, namely being able to hold on to your values and your religion and your culture and being able to pass those on to your children, future generations. But the problem now is, what do you do with those children like myself, those individuals that were raised in countries that are not their native homelands? They learn things that are completely different, namely acceptance of all cultures, all backgrounds, all religions. Now, since I'm in love with this white man, he is not of my background at all. But he has every interest to learn my religion, to learn my language. He wants to give me as traditional a marriage as possible. And I find that honourable because it would be a lot of effort on his part. And in fact, I've become more interested in my religion and my values and my background because I want to share it with him. Because eventually, yes, I do want to have a family and I do want to pass those on to my children. That's a value I've learned from my parents, and that's ingrained in me, and he completely respects it. Now, the problem is that my parents won't let me marry this man because he is white, because of his skin pigmentation, so to speak, and his background, But they won't even give him a chance. They won't, and they're not unique in this respect. Many parents from my background, from other Asian backgrounds, would not allow a foreigner in their home, would not allow them to be a part of their family. And quite simply, that's prejudice. It used to make sense hundreds of years ago, maybe, because you were trying to avoid outgroups and increase the number of your own personal in-group genes that got passed on. But that's not relevant anymore, because we're all interbreeding. There's so much migration. There's much less prevalence of disease and illness that you have to worry about by interbreeding, so to speak. Interracial marriages are not an evil, and that's something I really need to point out to society, because there are millions of other people in my position who are torn apart between their family and the person that they love. Now, what would happen if I told my parents about the person that I love? Well, you know what? I have. And they will disown me if they ever find out I'm communicating with this person. Still, people in my culture are beaten. Some are killed for the sake of their family's honor. I'm not one to judge somebody else's thoughts, somebody else's values, but I really want people to understand that this pressure is unfair, and eventually they're going to lose out. 100 years from now, 20 years from now, kids are going to be looking back at our society today and thinking, oh my goodness, how primitive of them to be discriminating against one another because they came from different areas of the world. The world is one. We are all the same. And I need people to understand that. We are all the same. Go to somebody who's not of your skin color, talk to them, and you'll find you have more in common with them than you think. And this is breaking my heart because I love my family, but I also love this man, and I'm not willing to give either of them up. And I only wish my family didn't make it so hard on me. Please, people, open your minds. This might happen to you. Please care and try to make a difference. Thank you so much.